Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. 2020 is over and I think we're all glad about that. It was a year to say the least. The year was just, terrible, just terrible. But it's over now, kind of. 2021 is not off to the best start, but hopefully things get better. I just wanted to film this video. This is going to be my 2020 favorites. So it's going to be products that I fell in love with in 2020. Some maybe not necessarily new products, some products that are newer, or just products that I love throughout the year. So this ranges from everything from skincare to makeup, accessories, kind of just everything that I can think of that was more important to me in 2020. I do have this makeup look on. That I did film this makeup look. I think this video will go up first and then I'll post the other one. But this is what it looks like. I'll go ahead and link that down below. Yeah, if you want to know what my 2020 favorites were, then keep on watching. So I have a lot of stuff just laid out in front of me. But let's start with, I guess we could just start off with makeup. So in makeup, I kind of have it categorized, not really. But let's start off with, I guess, foundation. One of my holy grail foundations was the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. This definitely I wore in combination with my Becca 24 Hour Ultimate Coverage Foundation. These two together are just a powerhouse combination that are full coverage, but for some reason doesn't look super cakey. I use a sponge or a beauty blender to blend it out and it always looks super flawless on my skin. Never had any issues with it. Definitely was one of my top favorites. I have 4 concealers here that I loved in 2020. I have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. This is nice because this is close to my skin tone, so if I wanted just something very natural, I can put this under my eye or on the skin and just wear that. And it was full coverage, but not heavy. It was definitely a little bit more hydrating. I have the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is like Shape Tape. It's Shape Tape for $6. It is amazing. Everybody knows that. Everybody uses this. I don't think I need to stay here much longer. Stay Naked Concealer. I love this concealer. It is full coverage, not cakey. It's buildable. I love this for brightening, for eyeshadow base, because it dries down almost like a demi matte. I love this concealer. And the last one is the Boi-ing Cakeless Concealer. This one is a little bit controversial because I feel like people say it's cakey, but I don't find that. I think it's full coverage. It's smooth. Now, I do think that you need like a specific powder to set this. But overall, one of my favorites. Another foundation that I discovered, I don't know if they sell this anymore. I don't think they do. But this is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. I used this, I think, in my Vogue video. But this one is really nice because it is full coverage. Even though it looks just very natural on the skin, I don't think these are sold anymore. But I do have 2 different colors that I use for, around the face. But this was amazing. I hope they still sell this. If they don't, then, one of those things. I went to Dollar Tree and I bought a bunch of Dollar Tree makeup that was there. And I discovered LA Colors Plumping Gloss. And I loved this so much that I wanted to explore more of the brand. So throughout 2020, I spent so much time looking for LA Colors makeup in general, and I do have like 3 lip products from LA Colors that I love. This is the LA Colors Plumping Gloss. I don't think it's super plumping. It looks very pretty on the lips. I do have just the LA Colors Moisturizing Lip Gloss. This is, again, really pretty just with some lip liner or by itself. Then they have something interesting. This is the LA Colors Pout Lip Gloss Matte. So it's technically a matte liquid lipstick, but it is pretty sticky when it goes on and then it goes away. Really weird formula. I wish they had more shades in this. LA Colors is very affordable. I think all of these are $1. Really good stuff for an affordable price point. Since we're on lips, I do have, a few lip products that I love. Earlier, I bought the KKW Opalescent collection and we were introduced to semi-matte liquid lipsticks from the brand. I love this formula. It's so creamy, not drying, super pigmented, not patchy. Some of my favorite shades are HBD, Unwrapped, After Party, and then of course the gloss, which is in Birthstone. This is the gloss corresponding with the collection. Ooh, I have another LA Colors lip. This is just a clear gloss, but love it. I love a clear gloss. This one is, I mean, nothing special. It's just a clear gloss. So I have lip chapsticks, I guess, like lip products. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Pop Lip Balm. So it has like a color in the middle, a kind of shimmer outside, and then hydration. This is so good. Like this, you can just put on, gives you the slightest bit of color, not sticky. It's super hydrating. It's super lightweight. One of my favorite products for sure. I also have the Moisture Surge Hydro Plump Lip Treatment. This is thick. This is not a standard, kind of is like Carmex a little bit. It is a lot thicker in texture, but it's super hydrating. It is really good to use like as a lip mask at night. If you suffer from really dry lips, it's amazing for that. Overall, just really good lip product. Maybelline Lifter Gloss. Yes, I was definitely one of those people that got sucked into it from TikTok. But this gloss is amazing. This is not, it says it's plumping. It's not really plumping. I think it plumps with hyaluronic acid, which could be a plumping agent on the skin. But this color Topaz, so pretty. I love it so much. These are definitely worth, I want every single color. I don't care, I want every single color. I think a good transition there is like eyeshadow. I have a couple eyeshadow palettes. Of course, my favorite, I think one of my top 5 or even top 2 favorite palettes of the year was the KKW Opalescent collection palette. These mattes here are so blendable, so creamy. These shimmer shades are so opaque, so shiny. This definitely made me a huge fan of KKW's pressed powder products that I bought more. I love this palette, so good. I think everybody needs this in their collection. Another palette that kind of started off the year was the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. So as you can see, mine is dirty, but it is being used. I love this color scheme. I think this is one of the best palettes that Jaclyn could have came up with Morphe. I think it is one of the best palettes to date, but this is definitely I think my top palette of 2020. Moving on to some more affordable palettes, I of course have my Wet n Wild the 40 palette. Now this palette had me shook because I did not think that you can get because Morphe palettes are so affordable already. This is 40 shades for $15 and I just couldn't believe it. The pigmentation on the matte shadows are like high quality. The shimmer shades are also pretty good, except for that orange that gave me trouble. You'll see that in my video. But all the other shades, I've used this a couple times off camera. I love all the shades. I think they all perform beautifully. It's an amazing palette if you can find it. I have a couple Profusion palettes. Same thing. Whenever I got into the LA Colors, I wanted to try more, I guess, affordable makeup. So I actually bought these at Walmart. I have used these off camera and I do have a couple videos that I'm going to use these in. But this is the Festival palette. This is more of a rainbow palette. Like some of the matte shades perform like pressed pigments. These shimmers in here are high intensity, foiled shadows, really good formula. This one has a mixture of mattes and shimmers. I also have a smaller palette. This is the Spectrum palette. This is a smaller rainbow all mattes palette. Really good, really useful for any kind of like look you may need when you need vibrant color payoff. They're not chalky. They blend out really well. Really good formula. I have really gotten into the Profusion brand. I mean, I would love to try more products from them. in 2021. From eyeshadow, I think I can transition to maybe mascara. I quickly fell in love with the Nars Climax mascara. This mascara has become one of my favorite staple mascaras. I love the brush on it. I love the formula. It is such a good mascara overall. I think it was a newer launch either in 2019 or 2020, but I didn't start using it until 2020. The Urban Decay Perversion mascara is not new. It is not a newer launch from Urban Decay, but it has become one of my favorites that I did use a lot in 2020. The wand on it is very, big, very volumizing. The formula is very volumizing. The formula is also very black, which I love. Some mascaras end up being, like off black or gray. That one is black, which I do appreciate in a mascara. For mascara, I want to move on to lashes because I'm very excited about lashes. Eye on E Lashes was one of the best discoveries for lashes that I could have ever had in 2020. I have boxes of their lashes. So this is a smaller company that I guess just launched during 2020. They went very viral on TikTok and I was able to find some of these lashes at Dollar Tree. That's where they're sold. You buy these at Dollar Tree, but they have these bigger bundles for I think like $8. Yeah, $7.99 at Burlington. They have a couple different styles in them. And I think they even launched more since these have launched. But they're all very pretty. Like these are one of my favorites. Green Pack is one of my favorites. They also have like this very small wispy pair, which is just very pretty on the eyes. And I think overall for $1, like you cannot go wrong with some of these lashes, especially if you can find them. If you can find these lashes, don't buy them all like an asshole. What I see on TikTok all the time is people just buy up every single lash that they have there, and that's just not fair for anybody. I feel like, especially since they're so affordable and they're a smaller brand, they don't restock as often. So if you can find Eye on E lashes at Dollar Tree or at Burlington, buy them. They're amazing. These are a little bit random and don't fit in any category, but I did discover the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. So it is a well liner that has like a brush tip on it. This is amazing because it's so black. It's also really matte, dries down really quickly. I have been loving this. I think I will repurchase that. I also love this Estee Lauder Brow Multitasker. I wish they had it in a darker shade, but you get a brow pencil, and then you also get a brow powder. So you're able to really build your brow however you want it. And then on the other side, you just get a spoolie. But I think it's a great product. I've been loving this. When it comes to highlighter, I don't venture out too much into color. I love like a gold or like a champagne highlighter. But this little palette from Milani has like a little lavender and like a pink highlighter. And these are so pretty on the skin. They're very reflective, very creamy. I do love to use these. And it has maybe more curious and colored highlighter because I don't have that many. But those are very pretty. These next products are a little bit more random, I feel like. The Smashbox setting spray is amazing. This is literally like hairspray. The spray on this is so fine. I do love this. It says weightless. It is weightless, but your makeup definitely feels like it's stuck on your face. The Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray has become a staple for me. This looks like when you put this on, you apply it to the face, it looks like you powdered. And I think there is like some kind of powder in here because you do have to shake it. But when you can like literally use this and it looks like you're powdered and you just look airbrushed. But it is very matte, so if you're drier, then I don't recommend this for you. Another little spray I've been loving is this Tula one. This is the Tula Signature Glow. You do shake this and it has like a little bit of iridescence in there. I love the spray on this. It's very fine, very nice. It smells like candy. Overall, really pretty. So I saw on TikTok that you can make your own brush cleaner using Zote bar soap, which is a big bar of soap that you buy like in Mexico. It's like a laundry detergent, but I saw that you can put it like in a tub and like swirl your brushes in there, and it's a brush cleaner. And I have been living. This is honestly so good to clean your brushes with because it's laundry detergent. So you disinfect, it doesn't dry, it doesn't really smell that bad. Then you just rinse it off. But it smells so good. Let's move on to skincare. So I discovered the Indie Lee line during quarantine. So this is their brightening cleanser. This is amazing because it's so not stripping. It just works very well. I think you can even remove your makeup with it. I haven't tried it that far, but it works very well as a cleanser. It smells like strawberries, and it's all cruelty free, vegan. It's an amazing product. I also discovered their CoQ10 toner. This is a spray toner that isn't going to be like an astringent. It's very soft, very hydrating. It makes all your products work better. I have this serum here from Mad Hippie. This is a vitamin C serum. I love this because it's very lightweight. This is very sticky if you use it on its own, so you do have to put a moisturizer on top of it. So I usually just use a couple drops of this and put my moisturizer on top. This moisturizer by Clinique, this is the Super Defense moisturizer with SPF 25. This is amazing that I used the whole thing. I love this moisturizer because it was so lightweight. It gave you a good glow, gave you sun protection, not heavy, not greasy, amazing. Another Clinique moisturizer that I love is this one. This is the Pep Start Hydro Blur. This one's a little weird. This one is like I don't know if you could see it, but it's like a silicone moisturizer that blurs. I actually kind of like to use this under makeup as like a primer, but it's a very weird texture. It's very like primer texture, very silicone-y, but very lightweight. It just looks pretty, it feels pretty. This is another Tula product that I love. This is the Protect and Glow sunscreen. This is SPF 30. This is really pretty because it has a little bit of like a glow to it, but it's sun protection. So you can use this on top of your moisturizer, under your makeup. It's UVA and UVB protection. Really pretty, really good stuff. Lastly, I have some like fashion items. I bought this yellow Nike hoodie. It is so pretty. I bought this in the later half of 2020, but it's definitely become one of my favorite hoodies that I own. I love the yellow color. It's so warm. It is pretty. It goes with everything. I love this hoodie. And I also have these sunglasses here. So I won these on Instagram. These are by the brand Get Shaded. I'll put their Instagram down below, but I won these in a giveaway they had, and I think the style is Nova. I could be wrong, but these are so big. They're so, I don't know, extra. I peeped the highlighter there. I love these sunglasses. I want these in every color scheme. They are, as you can see, they're not like fully opaque, but I don't mind that. They're just amazing sunglasses. I wore these pretty much every day in 2020. And just like that, those are my favorites. There's kind of a variety of products. There's definitely a lot here. Some of it's a little bit more random to others. I definitely did not use, some of the makeup products every day, but there's something that became a little bit more of a staple for me in my videos or off camera, whatever may have you. But these are just products that I loved during 2020 and just worked for me and just got me through the year. Were any of my favorites your favorites? Tell me down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.